up, everybody? This is your girl CC with Where It Begins magazine, and I got Miss Lacey on the line with us. How are you today?
Pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm good. Happy Tuesday.
Yes, it is. It's almost getting to the end of the week, huh?
We getting there. Still has some time, but we have a special guest on the line, and I'm gonna let her introduce herself and who she is and what she does.
My name is Zhe Scott. I am the founder and president of the SEO Queen, the digital marketing agency. We help companies get more clients and revenue without paying for advertising through the power of website design, search engine optimization, and mobile app development.
Oh, wow.
Well, how did you get into that? Tell us a little bit of your journey.
Well, as a child, I grew up in a very technology focused household. I had an Atari computer, a Commodore. My father was a software developer. He taught me how to program in BASIC. And, I just grew up around technology. Uh, I like this cute little story. When I was in elementary school, I was one of the first students to turn in papers typed. So I had the dot matrix printer. I don't know if you guys are familiar with what that looks like, but it's, all the letters are made up of little dots that you can see. And so I would
Mm-hmm.
turn in my work like that. So that's kind of how, I was raised, read a lot. Wasn't a lot of there was years where we didn't even have a TV in the house. So I had a lot of time to really explore and expand my mind.
Okay. Well, congratulations. But you also got the name SEO Queen. How did you get that name and what's the meaning behind it?
Well, the SEO Queen came about because as I graduated from MIT with my degree in information technology, I worked for a series of technology companies. The first company I worked for was Raytheon, and I worked as a web application developer. And then over time, as Google was growing in popularity, I went not only from building websites to driving traffic to websites organically. So that's how the SEO Queen name came about.
Okay. Well, that's a good thing. Well, tell us about your book.
Well, in 2017, around the time that I was launching the brand, the SEO Queen, I decided well, actually, let me back up. So when I was working around 2010 and 2011 for another company, and I was building their book of business from nothing all the way up, and I had built it up to about $500,000, just my
Mm.
book alone, and I was also driving the marketing strategies and fulfillment and a host of other things. So I had a blog at the time, and I took that blog and expounded upon it and published a book called SEO Training 2017: Search Engine Optimization and Marketing for Small Business. And so that book is already published on Amazon. And now I have another book I'm working on right now. It's called Black, Brilliant, and Maybe Bipolar. And that book is parts self help, personal development, part memoir. So I'm really excited about bringing that book to the market once it's ready.
Well, congratulations.
Sounds good.
That's awesome.
Thank
Woo.
you.
So you're like basically like a guru of technology. People need you type thing.
Yeah, people reach out to me all the time to help them with their technology issues with, when it comes to marketing, because in this knowledge economy, technology is the backbone of everything. From streaming to e-commerce. With the social distancing, it's important to reach people, and you can reach tons of people by having a website that is visible through search engine optimization. Another fun fact is only 30% of businesses have an SEO strategy. So now more than ever is a great way to get a competitive advantage by having an SEO strategy.
That's true. I know you said basically like your family was already into it, but what made you actually have you ever been any obstacles in life that made you really want to help other companies grow? Or what made you really get into that part?
Well, when I was working at Raytheon as a web application developer, and it was a nice job. It was, the check came, but I just felt like a cog in a massive machine, and so I wanted to have a bigger impact. And there's just something about working with small business owners and helping them achieve their next greater with their marketing that just is energizing to me. I enjoy it, so I enjoy the challenge.
That's a blessing. What's the biggest project or the biggest company you ever had to help build their platform, their marketing strategy?
Oh, that's a good question. I've worked with this company called Tatung, which is headquarters in Taiwan, and they have about 80 to 90% of the market share in Taiwan on rice cookers.
Wow.
So I worked with them for a short period of time in the US, and that was one of the biggest companies I work with. And then I also built a website that launched. I believe it was, yeah, it was first quarter last year for for the California Off Road Equipment Program by CalStart. So that was a pretty big undertaking as well. That was for a $44 million fund.
Oh wow,
Hmm.
that's deep.
Yeah, yeah. My company built the website to distribute those funds. So that was a fun project.
Okay, okay. Now I see the queen coming out. Now I see the queen there. That's good. Wow.
What has been like your biggest achievement or awards that you received in your career?
I've received a lot of awards at different points in my life. I think as the SEO Queen, the most impactful award that I've gotten so far is from the LA South Chamber as um, a businesswoman of the year. I was recognized last year in September, and that was a very big honor and a big surprise. I wasn't expecting to be recognized by the LA South Chamber, so that was awesome.
Wow,
Yeah,
that is big.
yeah, and I'm also on their.
Congratulations. Look at
Thank you, and
you.
I'm also on their concierge team. And I just, working with the LA South Chamber has been a blessing because, we're partnering to bring this Reach More Clients Power Conference in July, which everybody watching should definitely go get your ticket. They're 50% off. Get them now. Marquell Russell is going to be speaking from the stage. Calvin Martyr is going to be speaking from the stage. And these people, just those two guys, have a lot of value to bring to you as terms of paid ad marketing and client acquisition and social media, organic marketing, and just the whole 9 yards. So I'm excited about it. It's a huge lineup. You can go to seoqueen.com/conference for more speaker information.
Okay, okay.
Okay. And that goes to my next question was going to be, what's the next big thing for you? What are you working on? And what projects you have coming up in the future?
Yeah, so this conference, the Reach More Clients Power Conference, is really a big project that my team and I are working daily on making it an awesome experience for all those who attend. We really want people to walk away from the conference having a publicity strategy, an SEO strategy, organic social media strategy, even a certification and contract acquisition strategy. So we have a lot of great experts in all those arenas who are going to be presenting on those things. I know Annika Jackson is going to be speaking. Ira Dominance is going to be speaking about protecting your intellectual property, and it's just going to be, just a great opportunity to really um, maximize your effectiveness for your business.
Okay, okay.
Gotcha.
Well, again, I know you said your family has the background of this as well, but who do you look up to?
In terms of technology,
Yes,
business,
technology and business.
oh wow. So I would say, my dad is pretty much the smartest engineer I know, software developer. So I would definitely say him on the tech side. On the business side, I would say Mr. Benny Randall Jr. He's definitely a big business mentor and role model for me.
Okay, okay. With you being successful, what you're doing, when you started, was it hard to get everybody on board with what you're doing?
I think, being an entrepreneur is is a challenge. I wouldn't say it's hard necessarily, but it definitely is a challenge and requires sacrifice. And, for some people, that sacrifice may make it hard. But for me, I enjoy the fact that, you know, every life that my company touched is changed. And we're building businesses, and those businesses are supporting lives and people's ability to really build the life that they want. I mean, I have clients who are working to eliminate racism. I have clients who are, counseling people all over the world and helping them to be empowered and live better lives. So it's, even in the midst of the search engine optimization, you know, I'm helping them get their message out. And, I think, we as people, as entrepreneurs, we need our own platforms, and that's what search engine optimization does. It creates your own platform for you to get your message across to the masses.
Okay. With this question, I also want to ask you, what advice would you give to anyone that's trying to start their own business? And you know how sometimes it feels like it's hard to get their push. What would you say to people?
I would say be clear on how you plan to make money, and don't be afraid to make sales, because if you don't make sales, you're not going to be able to make money. So that's the thing, you have to have clarity. You have to have clarity. Like, what are you selling and how are you going to sell it, and be clear about it.
I guess. But I also like to ask personal questions. Not too personal, but what's a fun fact about yourself?
Well, I'm a violinist, and I love to play violin. And I released a song called Elevate, and it debuted number 8 on the independent European independent music charts. So that's a little fun
Wow.
fact. Hmm.
Oh, look at
Hmm.
you. Wow, I was gonna say, and what else do you do when you have free time? But when do you have free time?
I believe in balance, and with my clients and my team, I really want to have a culture in my company that is really supportive of everything that my customers and my clients and team are doing. Um, it it can get a little frustrating for me sometimes, but I realize as my team is growing, I'm growing, and I'm always looking to level up so that I can be the very best leader I can be. So yeah, the
I
buck stops
got
with me. So
you.
we could only
But
do as much as I can do. So
that's the truth. But I love reading books, and I know you have a book out. But how did you deal with writer's block?
well, writer's block is something that I really don't struggle with, because I have a lot to say. Um, when you're writing, I think one way that can help to, eliminate it from happening is really, understanding what your fears are, identifying what those fears are, and releasing those fears. And when you are able to do that, that frees you up to pursue your interests fully. So that's what I would say. Writer's block comes from fear, and just examine what are your fears, face them, and let them go. And you'll be able to keep on moving forward.
Okay.
Thanks. I needed to hear that.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I think as writers, it can be tough to write when you're thinking about your audience, and you're thinking about, how will people react. And the bottom line is, somebody needs to hear your story.
Mhm.
I mean, I've done so much keyword research. You would be surprised at what people are searching for. So as long as you can, you know, take the time, tell your story, somebody wants to hear
That's true. That's true. I say
I agree.
I say it's a testimony. Basically, everybody has something they're going through as well.
it. Exactly. Exactly.
Hmm.
With that being said, I would like to ask you a few things dealing with the marketing and also your book. Is there a
Okay.
way that you can give us just a snippet of each one of those, that you can give us like a little? details like the book, what's the book about, the website, what is everything and do inside your website, and what can they look for?
Yeah, so if you go to SEOqueen.com and scroll down to the footer, there's a free ebook. It's called 101 Ways to Improve Your Marketing and Sales. And that ebook chronicles like all the steps that I took to, in business. It's pretty thorough. And so if you want to get more of a bird's eye view, a high level view of all the things that I've done over my career to make money and help my clients, I would definitely get that book. When you visit the SEO Queen website, which is seoqueen.com, you'll see a tab for books, resources. There's a ton of free tools. I even have a course that's being launched, myseonow.com. You can check that out. And there's just a lot of resources because I realized, when I first started out, it was tough, financially. And, I realized that a lot of business owners, may not have the capital to spend on $10,000 to spend on an SEO campaign. So this is a great way um, to educate yourself and start getting some tools and some strategies that you can implement today to help move your business forward.
I gotcha. Okay, look at you now. um, Miss Lacey, you have any other questions before we go into our questionnaire?
Um, so you're in the California area. Do you like to travel other than just California?
Oh yeah, I love to travel. I was planning on going to Jamaica, the Cayman Islands, and Mexico in February this year, but COVID had other plans. So yeah,
Oh,
yeah. So
okay.
hopefully, when things get a little bit more open, I'll be able to travel a little bit more. I do love to travel.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What's
Yeah.
one of your favorite places you like to go or you've been to?
One of my favorite places to go is I really enjoy Maine because it's really quiet and I like going out into the woods and just being in nature and isolated and quiet. But I love the beach too. So anywhere with a nice beach.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hmm. Maine has a nice beach.
Well, I think you
Was-
know I like going to Sunset Beach. It's between Long Beach and Huntington Beach. That's a nice beach there. I like to go to. Malibu and Santa Monica have nice beaches as well.
Okay.
Okay. All right. I've never been to Maine, so thanks for giving us that information. But you ready for our questionnaires?
Yes, yes, I'm ready.
It's just a fun fact question. All right, Miss Lacey, you want to go with yours first?
Yes. Well, mine is more of if you could change one thing about Google, what would it be?
Oh wow!
Okay.
That's a thinking question right there. Like Google.
If I could change one thing about Google, I know what I would change. I would change the fact that a lot of the hiring managers are racist. Uh, if I could change one thing about Google, I would all the black software developers that they've passed over from HBCUs and other places. I would change the fact that they weren't hired and have them hired. I would make Google a more diverse place. That's what I would change.
That's deep and good. Okay.
Mhm. And mine is, what's something that people think makes them look cool, but actually has the opposite effect?
Well, y'all may be mad at me on this one, but sagging pants on a guy, I think it looks so tacky. I'm sorry. Sagging pants looks to me makes him look silly.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's because we older school, so I agree with
I agree
that.
with that.
And my son, he better not come around me with no sagging pants. It's gonna be a problem.
I know.
I do not like that. It's like I don't want to see your boxers and your underwear. Cover that up.
We're not mad at you, there. We ain't mad at
We ain't mad at all. at all. But I had this one question, and before you give your outlets, what is what I was gonna say? Oh, what is one message you would give to your fans right now?
I would tell them to go to seoqueen.com/conference and get a ticket. The tickets are not expensive at all. They're only like $25 a day.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's not expensive. And for those who really want a VIP experience and want to have one-on-one time with me and another presenter on the main stage, get the VIP experience. So
Okay.
that's what I would say.
Okay.
What's all in a VIP package and what's all in a $25 package, if you don't mind?
The $25 package, you'll be able to attend the meeting, but for those with the VIP experience, they get one-on-one time with me and a person of their choice from the main stage. And normally it's a lot more expensive to get those access, and so I've been able to broker access because of my relationships with a lot of the speakers. So I would say take advantage of that, and they get a program and a swag bag.
Okay. Okay.
Hmm.
Yes.
And the
But
swag bag
before,
comes with meals. We're still doing meals, even though it's socially distanced.
Okay.
that's a good thing. And
Hmm.
then you say food with that?
Yep.
Yes. Everybody loves some food, so
Right.
you
Right.
can't go wrong at all with that. But before we get off, tell everybody where they can follow you.
Yeah, just you can follow the SEO Queen online at Instagram.com/the SEO Queen and Facebook.com at the SEO Queen, and just check out our website at SEOQueen.com.
Okay. Well, I want to say thanks for interviewing with us today. It was a pleasure. Thanks for giving us all the juice on what you got going on. And keep up the grind. It seems like you got so much that you do. I don't know when you have time for spare time, but keep grinding, and we'll keep watching out for all the events that you have coming up.
All right. Thank you so much for having me.
Take care.
Thank you.
All right. Bye
All
bye.
right. Happy Tuesday.